Sunflower family? Of course, welcome back. I'm actually going to be jumping right into this video because today's transformation is going to be into this beautiful Hairvivi unit. Of course, all the details will be listed down below. If you guys don't know and you are new here, first of all, welcome. Now's a great time to subscribe. I am the queen of protective style, so more than likely my hair is usually going to be either in some type of braids, maybe some twists, a wig, and every now and then I will let my hair breathe. But I want to show you how I have really and truly been able to grow my hair over the years and protect my edges while wearing wigs. Now, this unit is actually pre-customed, of course, already bleached knots, pre-colored, and it does actually have a base cap already on the inside of it. And so it actually is going to mimic skin. You guys can see it actually comes in a bunch of different colors. This is going to prevent you from having to actually wear a wig cap. And then the elastic band, of course, is super thin, lightweight, and there's also this comfortable material within the cap that will not cause friction to kind of break off like the nape of your neck and even around just the perimeter of the wig. It's super soft and comfy. But I want to get into how I kind of maintain my hair in between, because I am the girl that is obsessed with the glueless wig. I'm not someone that's going to go in with like a bunch of glue, because I do know that over time that can cause traction alopecia, and my goal is ultimately healthy hair. Hairvivi is just one of my go-to companies because the quality of their wigs are immaculate, okay? But we'll get into that in just a second. I did actually go in and have my hair like silk pressed and trimmed and all that good stuff. I've kind of been growing it out. I wanted to originally do like a one length cut, but when I took out my braids, y'all, I made the mistake of literally cutting my bangs. So you know how you assume like, oh girl, my hair is not that long. Girl, stop. Okay, I literally cut a very large section of my hair, and so we had to end up matching everything to it. This is probably about 4 to 5 days after I actually got the silk press and the trim, and even still I was kind of just checking my hair because we ended up doing a very highly layered look starting from that shortest point going backward. And even though I felt like my hair was a pretty good density and length, I still just was itching for that like one length cut. So I'm like, do I want to do this right now? Chrissy, stay focused, okay? We're supposed to be installing a wig, but when I tell you I'm the queen of healthy hair, I do not want to move forward and do any styles if my hair is not in the best possible health. But when I went through and kind of checked my layers, obviously Roxy did a great job, but I just kind of wanted to see like what we were working with. This is where I realized, oh yeah, she matched everything up to that top piece, and I was like, So typically I will actually just pull my hair straight out at a 90-degree angle and kind of cut from there. Literally everything will be met to that point. But I was kind of embracing the layers. I was like, this actually will give my hair a little bit more potential as time goes on. So hoping, fingers crossed, in about a year from now when we have kind of doubled this length, because I would have maintained my trims, making sure that everything is nice condition, I'm not like heat damaging it or anything like that. I imagine when I go to do a blowout, it should be able to give me a similar effect to what this actual wig will look like. But the one thing that I'm not willing to compromise is color. So right now, I don't have any color in my hair. Typically, I'll do like a rinse, a jet black rinse, just to kind of really make my hair look even more shiny, kind of give me that pop va-va-voom type of vibe. But lately, I just haven't been doing it. I kind of like the way that my natural hair color is looking. It's like this dark brown, and we're going with that. So I decided I was going to leave it alone, not get hit by the cut bug, okay? And I think as women, it's very easy for us to like feel like, all right, I'm going to go ahead and trim my hair or cut it because I just need this drastic change. I want to feel like this. But honestly, right now, I'm just focused on the health of my hair, and that's really all that's important to me. So I'm going to leave it alone, and I'm actually just going to jump right into this video with a quick little braid down. So the one thing that I like to do is if I am going to be wearing a wig and I don't mind having a little bit of volume, I won't make this the flattest. I'm not going to go in and actually do a bunch of small braids. Every now and then, I'll actually split my hair into two and do 2 small plaits just at the base. So I would have like gelled this down or with some type of like conditioning gel. So usually I would go in with maybe like the Camille Rose conditioning gel. It's really more of like a braiding gel, but it's just so hydrating. It has aloe vera in it. I'll usually use that to slick down my hair into like almost if I was putting it into like a low ponytail. That will really help my hair just lay flat without me having to commit to a bunch of small braids, especially knowing that like I'm gonna take the wig on and off at night. It is literally, that's gonna happen without fail. But in this case, I knew that I still wanted to wear my hair fairly like straight. So I was eventually going to go in and kind of throw some rollers in it, get a little roller set going at some point during the week. Since it wasn't like overly oily or anything, so I decided to go in and do my French braids. Now, if you are not like an expert at doing this, listen, practice is always going to make perfect. So I was kind of like giggling at myself because having my hair in that one little side ponytail really sent me back to like middle school days. Okay, literally my mom, that was her go-to style. I would get like a fresh relaxer and those two ponytails, that was the look. I actually have a couple of like, did y'all used to do like the family photos in the mall? Girl, every Valentine's Day, that was what my mom was taking us to do. And in all of those pictures, I pretty much have that hairstyle. It's so freaking funny. But anyway, I wanted to just make sure that my hair was kind of pulled out of my face. I didn't need to like overload this with product or anything. And I know some of y'all are like, Chrissy, is this wig about to be a big wig or is this supposed to be a little wig? Okay, what are we doing? Where are we going with this volume? Trust the process. The one thing that is absolutely true about the Hairvivi units, they absolutely are voluminous. The density is where it needs to be, and it truly does mimic natural hair. I don't know if you guys got a chance to kind of check that out with the color, but we'll talk about it in just a bit. I am going in with the Camille Rose. I just kind of want to give you a visual of what this looks like. I have had so much trouble finding this product in store. I've actually only been able to find it online. So that's typically where I purchased it. If you guys want to grab it, definitely do. I have it linked in my description box as well. So just kind of check that out in case you need a direct link. But I just find that it keeps my hair hydrated. It's not getting flaky. And it's not like overly oily either. So I don't have to worry about breakouts along the hairline. But now that I have the wig cap on, now I'm kind of like, all right, you see the vision, right? So it is kind of this crown shaped braid almost, so that when I go in and put on the wig, I will absolutely still be able to kind of capture that volume around the crown of my head while still kind of getting it flat. But I needed to try it on. I don't recommend cutting off the flaps until you have already tried this on. Make sure you like it. I typically love their units, so I just go straight in and just, get to business. But I knew that I wanted to kind of just get it where it needs to be. This hair was given very presidential, okay? I am a sucker for I don't even want to call this a long bob. I just love a good length that's anywhere between a 14 to about 16 inches, maybe even a 12 inch. I would like to get away with that just because, in my mind, that's hair goals for me. Once my hair reaches this length, baby, you ain't gonna be able to tell me a thing, okay? So the wigs are absolutely gonna be able to help me get to that point. I did end up fixing the elastic band on the inside to make it a little bit tighter because, again, this is the glueless unit. You guys can see, like, baby, it's not going anywhere. I did not actually need the wig cap up underneath, but it just makes me feel nice and cozy. So it's something that I do, and you guys can see it's already pre-plugged. And the parting on this is super deep. So you don't actually have to worry about like all of the extras with trying to figure out like how to make this look more natural. Girl, you have plenty of parting space. You can do a side part, middle part. If you want to do bangs, it's totally up to you. I typically, if I really want to relax the hair, and when I say relax, I don't mean to go in with any type of chemical product. I more so mean to kind of just, relax the roots. So it's not so, I don't want to say lumpy. It's just a lot of volume. If you want to get rid of that, you could absolutely go in with a hot comb, go piece by piece. If you guys have seen any of my previous videos, that's typically what I do. And when it comes to the flaps, I know some of you guys are like, Chrissy, what do I do with these flaps? Most of the time, the flaps are not actually going to be showing. But if you were like me and kind of like to play with the hair going back and forth, you may want to take an extra product. Sometimes I go in with my Sticky Little Secret from Miss Rosh Posh, okay? And I'll just use that. Other times I go in with the Bronner Brothers spray. And this is literally just like pump it up. Literally, that's it. I can't say one is really better than the other. Obviously, the pump it up the whole time, I think it dries down a lot faster, but that melting spray does just a great of a job. So really up to you, whatever you decide to use. You could even go in with like the lace tapes. I've been seeing that. I think that may be even more helpful for somebody that's a real and true beginner. If you add those little lace tapes, you won't have to even go through this process. But when I tell you it dries down quick, girl, I'm over here fanning myself with a mirror. Like, girl, what we doing? Now that everything was nice and secured, I felt comfortable with like trying to figure out the styling. I did at this point already have like my hot tools heated up and just ready to go. But I was like, let me see what this can really do just fresh out of the box without me going back in to just curl it. I'm keeping you guys in mind because I know so many people that watch me are really and truly an everyday person that is not experienced with hair, but you want to get the look for less. Listen, if you're going to be investing into this unit, first of all, the color, girl, could not make this up. Girl, when I tell you they did their absolute thing on this, the highlights, the lowlights, the balayage, everything flowed. The hair was super soft and the texture was not overly silky. So I decided to go in with the Kenro working spray after hitting it with the hot comb just in those little spots. Now I will say, I was kind of like, girl, I probably should have just laid it down into like a low ponytail to really get it flatter. But also I wanted to just keep this in mind because typically whenever I'm wearing like any type of wavy hair, any type of curled, pre-curled hair, whether I curl it or not, I don't mind the volume in the crown. So you guys tell me, should I have gotten this a little bit flatter? What would you have done? Because in this case, girl, I love the way that it looked. That hairspray just did just enough to kind of relax things without taking away the va-va-voom that I really, really wanted. And you guys can see it already has a nice little wave. Of course, whenever you have a product that is coming in a box, it does run the risk of kind of getting flat and not really keeping its shape. But I think they did a great job of styling because for this to be fresh out of the box, girl, cut off the lace and go. Yeah, that's all I'll ever want to think about. When I say that I have bought a glueless customized wig, this is really an investment. When I tell you I have all of my Hairvivi wigs, except for the ones that I have donated or given to other people, literally, I have all of them and I am absolutely holding on to them for that day that I say, you know what? I'm wearing wigs for the next 6 months. Or I say, you know what? I need to just change up the look. I'm not willing to color my hair. If you guys have been following me for years, you guys would have seen when I did do a balayage blonde and girl, my hair, it just fell out. Okay. Literally, my hair could not take it. I was not properly managing it. And in this case, this made me feel like, yes, like it did everything that I needed to do. And of course, y'all see my little summer color is starting to fade off. So this warm brown, kind of like honey tone, just brought out my skin complexion along with the burgundy top. I got this from Zara. If you guys are not following me on Instagram, you missed my little shopping day that I decided to do. So definitely check that out. Yeah, I don't know. I also came up with this new little lip combo, which I kind of like it. It's like a burnt orange burgundy situation. Anyway, I have come to realize that I don't just look good in in jet black hair. Like I can really pull off this type of like warm toned blonde balayage. It's really and truly more of like I don't know, it's like a chestnut brown. You got a little bit of that blonde, honey blonde in there. Y'all, I'm loving it. Can't even lie. And of course, if you wanted to go in and highlight this even more, you could. This hair in no way, shape, or form should be treated any different than you would treat your natural hair, okay? The blend, got it, check, okay? The lace, the melt, got it, check, but you already knew that. And of course, I absolutely will be putting this on and taking it off as needed. There's no hesitation there, okay? Y'all can see I did not add any glue or anything else. I really hope that this video was helpful. I know that there are so many more tips and tricks out there that I have to continue to just share with you, but I want to quickly show you how I kind of store the units as well. So now that I've taken it off, I can kind of focus on my hair, okay? At this point, I probably would have actually sprayed my hair with water if it was not already silk pressed, just because I like to give my hair a little bit of hydration before I go to sleep, but no worries there, okay? I put on a little dome silk cap and you're good, all right? Literally, I brushed out the wig already, and then I'm just gonna go in and put back on this little mesh situation just to protect the hair and kind of keep everything uniform. Put it into the little satin bag that it comes with, and voila, we are done. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave any comments or questions down below. You know, all the details will be in the description box. I love you all so much. Stay pretty, and I will see you next time. Bye, babies.